And, well, I didn't start that way, did it? Arr, matey.
Take two.
Welcome to Northside Now. This is Glenn.
And this is Patrick.
It's good to see you all here with us today, sitting here atop the big, monstrous, wonderful joint of North Highland. Today,
that's one way to describe it.
It is a parking lot.
It is.
It is, along with I-40. They were doing more work on it, and they're not done with Exit 82, but they're getting there.
No.
Next year, that's what we're going to be celebrating for Christmas.
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah, but Highland's a little busy today, but here at the campus of Northside, we are jolly and having a big time here on the Northside Now podcast today.
Yeah, last time I said Merry Almost Christmas. This time I'm going to say Merry Christmas, for real.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's good to be here with you all. Hope you are enjoying this blessed holiday. Hope you are having a good time. Socially distant, of course.
Yes. Keep everybody's grandmothers safe.
That's right. It is important. We do want to thank our healthcare workers and all of those that are out there doing what they need to do to keep us safe. And
they're the
keep
true
us healthy.
MVPs.
They really are. We do appreciate you all. So thank you for doing and working out there. You know, they work every holiday. A lot of people don't get off. They don't. Pretty big deal.
That is.
Pretty big deal.
Very grateful.
So thank you, healthcare workers, for doing all you're doing. And we're here today with a special guest. I keep looking over here at Patrick and kind of like, why aren't you saying something?
Well, I can if you want me to.
But we just had like
most of the time people are telling me to be quiet.
We had like a malfunction with my chair just down for some reason. All right. So we're here with our guest today, Kevin Bryant. Kevin, welcome to the Northside podcast.
Thank you, guys. You know, I really appreciate the welcome gift and the the green room.
Hey, don't tell everybody about that. That's exclusive.
Well,
everybody gets that.
I might be able to.
The VIP
it does say proudly Texan, so it makes sense who it comes from. But I have a nice, clear, fresh spring water for me, and I really appreciate
and that's
that.
just not any bottle. That's one of the mini bottles.
Yeah,
that's
right.
like
it's like
travel size.
It's like condensed soup, right? It's like full can of soup, but in a small package. So it's
there
perfect.
you go.
And it's natural too, which I appreciate that because I'm trying to be slim a little bit.
Yes.
And I think maybe if you think slim during this time of year, it works magic. We're going to find out. But,
it hasn't worked for me yet.
It's not. I gave in to sin this morning and went by Shirley's Bakery.
Oh boy.
Shout out to Shirley's Bakery, who does not sponsor us, by the way, but great cookies this morning. I just had to pick up a dozen and bring them in.
He ate all of them before he got here.
That's what that was on your chin when you walked in.
I love me some Christmas cookies, and Shirley's outdid herself this year.
Well, have you ever tried? I don't know a whole lot about it, unfortunately, but some of my family are doing keto.
Yeah.
And there are actually such a thing as keto cupcakes. And we got some just this morning. You're talking about cookies. We got 2 keto cheesecake cupcakes.
Oh.
So we've got a birthday in our family. Shout out to my wife for her birthday.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to like them. I actually did get to try them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I know about keto all too well.
Well, I've
been doing it all year.
Have you really?
2020.
Have you tried the cupcake?
Keto. I haven't tried the cupcakes, but my birthday was just last week, and I had keto ice cream. So
and how was it? Because I've had keto ice cream too.
I've tried a few different kinds.
Yeah.
I've been trying the Rebel brand, again, not sponsored. But,
heard of it.
This past week, I tried the Halo Top.
Yep, heard of that too.
Not quite as good for you, but it was a little softer and easier. You know, it was more consistency-wise. It was more.
I am a Halo Top fan. I do like Halo Top, but
really?
Rebel's tough on me, man. It's just hard to. It's hard to get that.
Hard to get it down? Is that what you mean? Or hard to find it?
No, it's hard to get it down. The strawberry is probably my favorite of the Rebel brand. It's tough though.
It's not quite as smooth. It's a little more crumbly, but it's like half the carbs. So
that's where you wash it down with your fully loaded Dr. Pepper or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's keto.
Yeah, well, Diet Dr. Pepper is the keto drink of choice.
Yes, no, I see that. You have that standing by.
I have done that just because caffeine is also a keto choice.
You have to make up for other things that aren't there. So, yeah, we had keto waffles this morning. I think, so it's been an interesting. We've done it off and on the last probably 3 to 6 months, but I've seen people that swear by it. So
it does work. I have some friends that have done some pretty miraculous changes using keto.
Yep.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Well, for everyone that hasn't been wondering, I've lost about 50 pounds.
Yes.
So. Doing good.
Well, I think that you're the picture of health right there.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the beard.
When you look up health in the dictionary, that's my picture there,
So that's what it was on Wikipedia.
This is what.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, guys. I enjoy just sitting around and talking. So,
that's
fun.
That's what we're about. Just sitting around talking and visiting about the things that are going on here at Northside. But this is a little special. This is our special Christmas bonus edition for 2020. Since we just got started, we wanted to have a bonus edition since things kind of slow down after Christmas around the church.
Yep.
So what is the bonus part?
Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Kevin's the bonus. He's the bonus.
I get the bonus is what you mean. No, wait. No.
Yeah.
I think I've got a candy cane around here somewhere.
Yeah, we can
May have
hook
been
you
sitting
up
around
with,
since last year, but
yeah, we can hook you up with some candy canes.
Right on. So I think it's kind of exciting. You've got the podcast out there on multiple platforms, right? Is what I hear.
it's what we're working on. We are, as of the recording of this episode, we are on Spotify. So
Excellent.
You can check us out there.
I feel
like we've made it,
Well, you're used to this because the Timber Maniacs were already on Spotify and all of that.
Oh, yeah, we're on iTunes and
you're
Apple Music and
just
Deezer.
You're just a superstar.
That's what they tell me.
This is my first brush with suchness.
With greatness.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, Kevin, what are some of your family's Christmas traditions? What are some of the things the Bryants do for Christmas?
Oh, man. Well, so we do sometime in there we do cookies. We'll do make Christmas cookies, and we usually send those out to family, so that we've sort of already done that this year. Oh boy, our traditions kind of change. Mostly it's traveling to go see family, which we're not doing this year. We actually decided not to do Thanksgiving either, so we've been doing a lot of Zoom calls with family. Yeah. My brother-in-law has an account. He's works at a college in administration, so he has an account that he's gracious to let us use. Yeah. So we can connect that way. Good. But we haven't seen folks in almost a year.
And that's hard.
Yeah,
that's hard.
It really is. And some families, everybody's a little different, but some families don't enjoy getting together.
Yeah, that's true.
It's it can be really stressful. Even for families that do get together, there can be a dynamic of stress when you see for various different reasons. Yeah. But we enjoy that. Yeah. And so it's hard for especially the kids not to see the cousins. Yeah. And we've had people in our family who have been only child kind of situation. So they may not quite understand that, and I totally get it. But and our dynamics are a little bit different since we have adoption as part of our story. Some of them connect with some and not with others, and so it's just always different. But the big thing is that we're not together. So we're usually traveling to Indiana, and that's a 7-8 hour drive, and most of the time no snow. Sometimes there is, but unless I haven't looked at the forecast, but unless there's snow here, I doubt we'll see any.
It's 2020. It's probably going to be 110 degrees on Christmas Day.
Or maybe we'll get the have you ever watched on movies and analyzed the reality factor of snow? Now I must say,
Hallmark channels are movies.
We have the Hallmark channel.
Do Hallmark movies count as movies? Is that?
That's a great question.
I don't know, but they're definitely part of Christmas. They become part of our tradition. Yeah. Not all of us partake, but since I've got I've got five females in my house, so we're generally watching something, or at least Hallmark's on. But you can really tell, okay, is it like the potato flakes kind of tough, or is it real snow, or is it bubbles? Yeah. And then some of it's just like computer generated stuff.
Some CG.
Yeah, snow. So I saw one last night that I don't even remember the name of it, but it had Michael Gross and Meredith Baxter. Now, do you know who that is, Patrick?
No, I do not actually.
Do you know who that is?
Wait.
Just by name. So this would be like
I know the names,
bizarre
but I'm trying to think
thing.
of what they were.
I was trying to think of the.
Usually, I'm pretty good at this sort of trivia, and this has stumped me.
I was trying to think of the theme song. Well, you'll know it as soon as I give another clue. I think the son's name was Michael. It was a sitcom.
Yeah.
Was it Michael?
Family Ties.
Family Ties.
Yeah.
So it was the dad and the mom.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
what I was wanting to go there.
Yeah. So they were playing a couple in this movie. And I thought, I knew him right away.
Yeah.
And then it's like, who's the mom?
Oh yeah, Michael Gross. He's the dude from Tremors.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
Okay,
true.
that's where I know that name from.
That is true.
Not Family Ties. That was a little before me, but Tremors. That's my jam.
There you go. And and I thought that Meredith Baxter was one of the 8 is Enough girls.
Yeah.
But I just I don't remember. And I saw the credits and I knew who it was. So. But anyway, all that to say, we're talking about snow. The snow was just really bad. And so
my favorite Hallmark one is the one they did in Memphis. And they did one in Memphis, and it's like snow, like in Chicago, all over Memphis.
Like Memphis has never
with the
seen
wet
snow like that.
The wet streets and the snow, and the sidewalks have been shoveled. And no.
Memphis, I
Yeah,
don't know if it fills in for Chicago
That's the
too.
problem.
No.
That's the problem with growing up in Jackson is I don't have like real snow to compare movie snow to. So I'm like, I don't know. That could be real.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, also having all girls in my house,
That's
and you
right.
do have a few more boys, so it does help you. But I've kind of become a closet Hallmarker, and I've noticed many trends in the Hallmark. I could sit there last year and go, "Oh, this one's a blonde girl in this show." The next one I could call it brunette.
Yeah, but you can guess the plot points pretty well.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I
pretty
do
fair
like
to say.
I do like shows that all end. They all end good.
Yeah.
And there is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, the one I saw recently. We're on the Hallmark Channel.
we are. This is it.
But the one I saw recently was the and I'm not gonna remember now. They shot it, I think, in Nashville and Franklin. So it was the who's the Christian writer? Man, I can't remember her name now. That really is a sad thing. But it took place in Nashville around Belmont. Belmont was part of the plot.
Was it like Beth Moore or something?
No, it was. Man, I cannot remember.
So many.
All I can say is Stephen Curtis Chapman. That's not it. But, anyway,
Was that the one where that had all of the different stars in it for their
No,
Christian music
no,
stars?
not
I know
so much.
They did one with that like that too.
yeah, I remember that. But this was it was around Christmas. And it was a college student. It was originally from Seattle. Anyway, I thought they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
And they talked about it snowing in Franklin, and that doesn't usually happen. But when we were watching it, this would have been maybe right before Thanksgiving. It actually snowed in the Nashville area, and I thought, okay, well, maybe it does really. But my question for you guys was really going to be, I had this discussion just briefly the other Sunday, but so is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
See, I am of the unpopular opinion that it is not.
See, that's what I would say
what?
too.
I've heard both arguments. See, just because a movie takes place at Christmas
Doesn't make it
a Christmas movie. By that logic, I argue that like Batman Returns is also a Christmas movie.
That's
it's
true,
not a
but-
movie. Well, okay. Oh, yeah.
It takes place at Christmas.
Yeah.
But the argument I've heard is that it being Christmas is integral to the plot of Die Hard, which therefore makes it a Christmas movie. But
Yeah, I would generally classify it as an action movie.
I would as well, yeah.
So.
Yeah. I have tended to lean towards it being a Christmas movie, but mostly just to aggravate people.
Well, see, I kind of did that too until now. It's kind of accepted as a Christmas movie, and now I guess it's just the contrarian nature that I have. That
That's right.
I have to say the opposite.
But at Jingle Jam, Die Hard did make an appearance in some of those
It did.
deals there.
That's
So,
right.
The videos that the band members did.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that video was about your favorite Christmas movie. What's your favorite Christmas movie, Kevin?
Oh my goodness. I was trying to think about it while I was watching that.
Well, we can come back to you.
Well, there's several, but I think the and I'm going to forget the actor's name right offhand, but it's A Christmas Carol with I want to say Arthur C. Clarke. That's not it. Something C. Scott.
George
C. Scott.
C.
Thank
Scott.
you.
Yeah.
I just like that one better than all the rest of them because it's got a really dark part of it, but I just like him as an actor, so I appreciate that one the best. Now there's all the fun ones like the Muppet Christmas.
That's
and
my personal
some of that
favorite.
stuff, but I just like a little bit of meat to it.
Michael Caine is the best Ebenezer out there.
But those are fun.
My
and
opinion.
we just watched Home Alone the other night, and I was thinking because I had seen Macaulay Culkin on something. He's what, like 30 something
he's older
now?
than I am.
Yeah, he's on up there.
Or maybe he's not 40
No,
yet,
he's
is
not
he?
40. He's late 30s. Because
upper 30s at least.
I would say, I don't know, because I'm 32. I think he's a couple years older than I am. So he's probably 34, 35.
So I just, I started to feel a little old at that point. But
People at home that know are screaming at us for not knowing Macaulay Culkin's age.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of an interesting guy to follow these days. So,
Yeah, he's.
let's just put it at that.
Have you ever heard people yell Kevin at you real loud? Like,
Yeah, Kevin! But you know what I usually say? You're such a disease.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. But there's a lot of good ones, boy. I just...
I'm also of the unpopular opinion that Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1.
Wow.
Lost in New York.
Yeah, I do like them. I don't know if I'd say that, though. Wow. I have to think about it.
Home Alone's okay. I mean, I like it. I'm more of a traditionalist in the sense of Peanuts, the old Grinch. However, I do like the new cartoon Grinch. I wasn't a big fan of the
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey Grinch. I don't know. It's okay. And White Christmas. You got to see White Christmas.
To just watched that one about a week ago.
Yeah. So those, but really Peanuts and Grinch. I do like the new Grinch. The new cartoon Grinch is actually really good too.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that one. I just remember the original one. I would like that one better probably too.
Yeah. And the new one is good. They did a good job with that. I was very nervous, when that came out, last year or year before? But they was going to be not very good but it turned out well. They did a good job.
Well, you know what is interesting? It's not really Christmas, but I think about it at Christmas is Star Wars, because they're for the most recent series of them. They were always coming out at Christmas. Yeah. So it actually is something that we did with my brother's family is we would go and we'd go to see the movie.
Yeah.
So I
kind of become a Christmas tradition.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Patrick and I were talking the other day that it is a large percentage of people, I guess, especially in the South. I don't know about up north, but in the South, to go to the movies on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day that afternoon. That's a big thing to do. And, it doesn't seem like it's going to be as much fun to do this year.
No. Have you heard some of the non-traditional stuff theaters are doing with just trying to get people in?
Well, I took Elizabeth. We went a couple of weeks ago and saw The Santa Claus starring Tim Allen because they're showing some older movies.
Yeah, and
so for like $5, so we went and saw The Santa Claus and had a little bit of that. But.
Well, that's the in a family with lots of kids, it's hard to go to the movie as a family because it's just so expensive, right? I wish there were a way that we could make them more affordable again. Some places will have matinees, and that's great, but a lot of people don't really do that much anymore.
Yep. Well, that is great stuff. So, Kevin, thanks for joining us and sharing with us our great Christmas movie memories and what makes families getting together so wonderful. And I think in a year, the Christmas story is one of those things that is so wonderful to listen to. And a year like this, and it starts off with just simple words. And it came to pass. Mark Lowry, the Christian comedian, tells a great joke about using the words, and it came to pass. He says, if things are going good for you, get ready. Here it comes. Things are going to pass. He said, if things are going bad for you, get ready because things will pass. It's not going to be horrible forever. It's not going to be bad forever. So I think a year like this, to remember that the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus is really important for us. And when we can't get together as family, to know that we're all gathered as family in the Spirit, and that Jesus does gather us, and this will pass. This will pass, and that's something to hang on to and hang our hats on.
Absolutely.
So thanks for being here, and it is good to have y'all back home.
It's good to be back.
Good to have y'all back home, and see, you're moving up to Nashville, came to pass, and you're back home. So, so there we go. It's good to have you back. Patrick, I think we do have a few things going on.
We got a couple.
I know we're still talking and looking at For Christ's Mission.
Yeah, Free for Christ's Mission.
Free for Christ's Mission.
Capital campaign.
Yep. And I know that's going on, so you can still, especially through the 30th and beyond, But if you're trying to do something for your taxes this year to give to the church and things, Monica will be in every day, and at the office be normally open, and others, so you can make that happen. So just give a holler up here, and they'll help you with that.
Yep, we're still rolling on that. And I guess the only other thing I have before the end of the year is our Christmas Eve services, which we're doing a little different this year.
Yeah, and how are signups and things going for that?
Well, if we're filling up quick, so we have 150 max at each of the services, and there's a 3 o'clock, a 5 o'clock, and a 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now the 5 o'clock is already full.
The 5 o'clock is full. There's
full.
No more coming.
Yes, but there are still some signups left on for 3 and 7.
3 and 7. And Pastor Don said if we filled them up, we would add a 9 o'clock service.
Yeah.
So, but we need to fill those up in order to add the 9. But so just call in or sign in and get that done. How do they continue to get that done?
You can go on any of our social media sites.
NorthsideJackson.com. Yeah. They'll be linked.
Yeah, you can find it in multiple places. So
yeah, so one of the great things we do is, especially as families, is that Christmas Eve service. It's going to be, and the 5 and the 7 will be live streamed on the Facebook page.
Yeah, so if you're still not comfortable getting out, you can tune in online.
Still participate and be a part. So, and I think we want to say it here. And I know we've done a good job since March, really trying to help do it, because we were doing live stream before COVID hit. Mm-hmm. Is you are a part, you live streamers that are at home for whatever reason, or on the road, or wherever you are. I know people watch while they're at their kids' baseball games, on travel ball. You are a part of the body.
Yes. And you don't have to be physically in the building to be part of the church.
Yeah. I think we've gotten that wrong a lot over the years, and I'm glad to see that get corrected a little bit. Let people know that we can gather in the Spirit and not have to be sitting on top of each other to make that happen. That's a good thing. So Christmas Eve services.
Yep.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Patrick and Kevin.
Well, Merry Christmas, Glenn.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody.
It is good, and we're looking forward to a new year. A new year here with Northside now. This is like we said, our bonus opportunity to just get out and visit with y'all a little bit today. But we have some really neat stuff coming after the first of the year.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
So thanks for hanging with us this long, and we hope that you're telling your friends and sharing this with others so that they can hear what's going on. And maybe it just goes a little bit beyond Northside, so maybe folks can join and make some connections and join the journey with us here. Pretty fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Well, glad you're all here today, and we hope to see you again in 2021. So this is Glenn.
And this is Patrick.
We'll see you soon.
Merry Christmas.